Hello creatives, welcome to Artist Star. My name is Beth and I'm here at the gallery with a general tarot reading. This is an ongoing Cards of Truth series for the entire 52 card deck. Here is a chart to find your birth card. I've already cleared the cards and spent time meditating on my shooting star spread. I'm using the Cards of Truth deck for the overall starting point and then clarifying with the Ethereal Visions deck. I chose this deck because it has an artist card added into the major arcana. I'll close with a message from Spirit with the Soul's Journey lesson cards. If you'd like to know more about today's card, please pause the video and read the description box below. Okay, I'm going to adjust the camera now so that you can see the card spread for today. This is a reading for all 9 of Diamonds birth cards. So this is the shooting star spread. It is a 3-card spread about unblocking or heightening your creative flow. I like to take the cards that spring from the deck while shuffling, and that can take a while. So I've already done that and laid out the cards. There's no wrong way to choose cards. This is just what works for me. So the first row here represents your inner and outer resources, kind of like the South Node position in the Cards of Truth birth chart. It's easily accessible because it's what you bring with you from past lives. However, there is a possibility that it's so easy it's taken for granted. And the second row is about tapping into what motivates you. This sort of reflects the North Node position in a Cards of Truth birth chart, as it will naturally assist you in your soul's full potential. So the third row is what Source would like to share as guidance, pure and simple. Interestingly, in this spread, we have for the 9 of Diamonds, we also got the 9 of Clubs and also the 9 of Hearts. So we've got 3 9s here. The only one that's missing is the 9 of Spades, and we got a 7 instead, which is close, but not exact. So I'm pretty excited about this reading. Also, because if you didn't read the description box below, you might want to pause and do that because it'll tell you more. But the 9 of Diamonds is the most intuitive card in the deck. The psychic abilities and all of that. It's also referred to as the astrologers card. So the fact that the first card out of the deck for the reading is the Fool, which is a lovely, lovely one to get. It is also of the red suits, so it is a yin quality, and it is actually the one that relates to the 9 of Diamonds. So already, all of this intuitive connectivity going on here. And the Fool is all about individuality and being creative. It's fresh, it's new, it's also looking at life through rose-colored glasses. But sometimes you got to be able to think outside the box if you're an intuitive. It's a multi-dimensional, diplomatic way to look at the world, which is exactly what the tarot is for, connecting with Source. The next card is the Hierophant. All right, well, this is old school. It is hearkening back to what you know, what you learned, what's solid within, probably lifetimes of knowledge here. The other end of this is that there is a secret to be revealed. And wouldn't an intuitive be all about the secrets? So, and it's for you, it's about your soul's purpose, and it is about connecting back to the meanings that you've learned, whatever it is, and finding some other message for you there from Source. The third card up here is the 6 of Wands, and yes, it's in reverse, and you can see if it's upright, it's all about reaping rewards. You've won the battle, you're parading back through town. You've got all of these cheering wands in the back. You're feeling fabulous, but it's short-lived, right? The parade ends and you go home and you put your feet up like you do all the time. So it's not to be forgotten, right? Because it is a victory. It's a reward well earned. And it is what you keep in the bank to draw from when you need it for all that diplomatic thinking. Well, this is in reverse. So that part is either in your subconscious or it is blocked. And if reaching those rewards, feeling that joy around what it's like to be in a parade, right? If you're the center of attention. So that's blocked for you right now. And it could be a reflection of the times. You know, no one's doing anything these days during COVID. So it could just be that. And maybe you're feeling a little down about not being able to shine, right? Okay, so that leads me into what would motivate you. So motivating, here we have the 9 of Hearts. Now the 9 of Hearts is all about connecting, loving life, no matter what the mess, or seeing the beauty in everything, whether it's ugly or beautiful. And again, it's that multi-leveled way of diplomatically thinking about things that something else is given to you in a new light to share. It's the wabi-sabi card, really, this guy here. It also relates to the Hermit card. I'm sorry. No, it too is related to the Fool's card. So you've got 2 Fools related, right, with the 9. The clubs is related to the Hermit. So that, if I might backtrack just a little bit, is where you need to be guided. You're alone on your path. You're being guided by source. If you remember the card, it's a figure with a lantern and with a staff, and he's leaving on a journey. But it's a journey of self. So that all fits right in here as well. So then we're going to move on to the motivation row here, the 9 of Hearts. Now this is a very interesting card because it too, like the 9 of Diamonds, relates back to the Fool and being creative and fresh and new. The differences between the 9s and the Diamonds is that the Hearts and the Diamonds is that the Hearts is all about complete surrendering to the loving life and the world, and no matter the mess or loss, it's seeing the beauty in everything. It's like the wabi-sabi card. That's what I've coined it. And next we have the Empress. Now the Empress is the one that comes along and actually does the cultivating of a seed of inclination. She's the fertility that a thought grows with, or a situation, whatever it is that source is giving you. She's the one that comes along and actually gets the ball rolling. She plants it, and the Emperor actually gets the ball rolling. So great card to have here. Next is the Ace of Pentacles. It is in reverse. Now the Ace of Pentacles is all about psychic powers and creative talents, and it's also about value of things. It can be monetary, or it can be skills. It can be anything that you find value in at this time. And it is in reverse. So this is, for the moment, a little difficult for you to access. So the Devil here is all about being connected to addiction by choice. Alrighty. I don't know if I really need to say anything more about that as a motivation, right? You either understand it well or you don't. So it may be that food for thought, right? It might be the seed that she is watering, and that the Ace of Pentacles is sort of hidden for you right now. But whatever the addiction is, good or bad, right? Because there can be, it looks like it's going to be of that wabi-sabi nature. And Source would have you share that, would share that with you. The next row is what Source wants to share with you to help you, with this. And it is the Seven of Spades. So the Seven of Spades is an interesting card that it is one of limitations, really. It's a physical and mental health, not emotional, but mental. So it is about how freely you accept yourself in a lot of ways. It is understanding your limits, and it's about realizing that you have them. It is a gateway card. It is one of those between the inner and outer planets. It can be rude awakenings. It can be letting go of things. It might be Source telling you it's time to let go of something so that you can make room for something new. Always those bumps in the road. And I have to say that the Moon card kind of follows suit with that, even though it's shadow work for the most part. I love this card. And I have to say that it's all about the inner emotions. It's about caution, being advised. It's hidden agendas. So I think it's time to pick your head up and look around. Maybe do a spread for yourself. Being such an intuitive, something will be revealed to you when you do your own spread. Hopefully you'll be able to do something related to this one, because you certainly can. You can do a spread yourself and ask for more clarification on this card in this spread. It's all connected. It's all good. Because I'm saying that as well because this card is the Six of Cups, and it is the childlike wonderment of remembering what was precious to you in the past, emotionally precious and safe, and what felt right to you as a child and that you still feel right about. It can also be related back to the Fool card, because this is of a young energy that is free and unencumbered by all of this baggage that we bring with us through life. It could relate to figuring out why you're stuck with the rewards card of the most recent successes. So the last card we have here is the Star card. Now, the Star card is all about hope and satisfaction and inspiration, but it's also a card that says to check in about whether it's time to leave a situation or to stick with it. It's a card that takes a while. So if you're feeling stuck and you're looking for that answer, check in with Source and maybe do a spread. Like I said, you can do that anytime on any card and meditate, or however it is that you reach that knowing place of whether it's time to call it quits. Because it is a card about acknowledging that everything has a expiration label, I guess, which is what the Seven of Spades is about, and it's about shadow work, and I think it's a good note to leave the spread on. So the final card that Source guides me to is found by moving my pendulum across the Soul's Journey spread out deck. It can take a while, so I've already done that too to save time. And the card that you got is the Self-Esteem, which I think is very apt for this because it says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So it's kind of related to the Six of Wands, you know, feeling the good. This is all about understanding your worth, basically. And as a Nine of Diamonds, to sharing what you have with the world, to understand that everyone has their unique abilities and it all comes from the soul. It is, like everyone's a snowflake and you have a unique perspective to share with the world. It's coming back to you at this time, and you need to put your stamp on something. This is what Source is telling you, that this stuff isn't going to last forever. You are going to be able to reach it. You are going to find a new something in something old. And to hearken back to your intuitive abilities, it's about realizing that you are a treasure chest, right, of gifts and insights. And now is the time to celebrate you. Well, I hope all of you Nine of Diamonds out there found this interesting and helpful. If you're not a Nine of Diamonds, you might check your Cards of Truth birth chart to see if the Nine of Diamonds is present. If it is, you can contemplate this reading with that placement in mind. I do have the Nine of Diamonds on my Mercury card, so it's fun to look at this with communications in mind for me. So I'll have to rewatch my own video. All right, well, happy creating.